okay, so this is a test to see how loud my voice overcomes the music that's there. So hopefully it works, but of course this is just to test it. Oh, okay, so this is a test to see how loud my voice overcomes the music that's there. So okay, again, I'm just seeing how loud it is. It's not too loud. Hopefully it works, but of course this is just to test it. Okay, again, I'm just seeing how loud it is. It's not too loud. Hopefully it works, but this is just to test it. But oh, that is. Maybe that works. Hold on. Maybe that's it, because that wasn't there. So maybe I'll see if it works. Is that it? Hello? Hopefully this works because I've been trying. This is just random background music, so it's not that bad, but still. So hopefully it works this time. Is that it? Okay. I see it. Audio output capture. I'm just trying to see if this works, that's all really. So yeah. Oh, I heard a little bit, so that must have helped it. And play. Oh, I heard a little bit. So yeah, still testing, This is testing. This is gonna end up in the actual thing, but I don't have time to edit it, and I'm gonna look back on it. So have fun. Still testing. This is testing. I heard a little bit, so that must have helped it. And play. Oh, I heard a little bit. So yeah, still testing. This is testing. This is gonna end up in the actual thing, but I don't have time to edit it. I'm gonna look back on it. So have fun. Still testing. This is testing. I heard a little. Okay, I'm gonna play it. This should hopefully sound good this time. Skip forward. Okay, I'm gonna play it. This should hopefully sound good this time. Skip forward. Edit. Because this is also just for me to listen to as well. There you go. There you go. Talking. This is what I'm sounding like, and this is like my speaking voice and streaming. Oh my gosh, epic. Okay, stop. Talking. This is what I'm sounding like, and this is like my speaking voice and streaming. Oh my gosh, epic. Okay, stop. That's good. Maybe I'll put it down a little, and then. Okay. So really gaming, that's like an education thing. Hello? So really gaming, that's like an education thing. Okay, it's working. Okay. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm streaming. Hello, 3 people. Are there 3 people here? Hold on, I'll put the music on and tell me if this is too loud, because this is just generic, some generic, non-copyrighted background music with an exclamation point, so yay. Okay, so what we're working on today is what that says, the South African War, because it's like, it's in the EVW timeline, so I could do, if anyone's gonna watch back on this, it's like when the Boers, you know, those Dutch descended South African colonists, just they did take over the north part of the country, like during the Silent War, and so like, oh my gosh, they developed nuclear weapons, and so like South Africa took those on them, like the international community does as well, and so like it's just a mess, I guess you could say. It's been going on since like September 2019, and so it's like May 14th, like 2021, like today, in this timeline. Damn, was it? Hold on. It's still kind of going on, I think. I gotta write the wrong font. I gotta like write. I wrote down some level for it, but I got a more in-depth with it. But it's a war, and everyone are interested in those. They're not fun, but they're interesting, I guess. And that's not even the right thing to say. It's like people watch the mapping videos of them. I guess I can say that. See, I decided I'll put music because I just don't want people to be just like sitting here and just listening to me talk when I don't talk well. I want people to be just like sitting here and just listening. Not fun, but interesting, I guess. And that's not even the right thing to say. It's like people. Okay, Rebecca, I was just seeing if the volume was good, and now you're too loud. Okay, we're gonna steamroll on. So, spoiler alert: the Boers are gonna nuke South Africa. Just gonna tell you that at some point they will. I haven't worked on this in a while, but I thought, might as well. I was interested in this, and I gotta continue it on somehow. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'll hopefully be paying attention to the chat, because I'm trying to interact with people or subscribers more, because, you know, my time it takes between me uploading videos, of course, isn't short, one could say, but nonetheless, because I'll explain why that's been the case, because later on, because there's an excuse for it, but it's all about the editing software that I use, but I'll explain that later in the future, not in this live stream, but just at some point. So if you're just here, you know, I'm just mapping a war in the EVW timeline. Not to sound like your virtual high school teacher, but do you guys have any questions? Because, you know, I can answer them. It could be, doesn't need to even be mapping related. No, I just wanna, not that, I just wanna have interaction. Okay, my thinking is that Botswana is gonna surrender first. So I gotta make them seem like they're in a desperate situation. Okay, there you go. I can do that. Push up this highway here. They break through past there. Oh, is there quite there's a big Nebraska? What do you mean big Nebraska? Like Nebraska, I'm sure Nebraska's a pretty big place, but I've never been there. See, it's just the prairie, isn't it? How are you guys liking the non-copyrighted music? This isn't really what I listen to. But you know, it's generic, as most mapping music is. I don't even care if this is monetized or not, because this isn't really the point. But I don't know, I don't want to get in trouble or whatever. It's like, it doesn't matter. It is very big on the map. No, Angry Joey, I just YouTubed. There you go, hold on, I'll put it. There you go, there it is. That's the video that's the video that it is. That this music's from. You know what, honestly, I've been back to listening like some like Minecraft parody songs. They're like, yeah, they're okay. They're cringy, but that's the point of them. But they're good. I'm freaking Mine at Night. It's like my jam. And what else? What's the one on the list? Oh, how do I craft this again? And it's like, that is just, I feel so happy. I just feel so nostalgic about all this. Wow. And then they're gonna hold out there for like a day. Meet up with them. Yeah, Botswana's gonna like surrender at some point because they're the first ones. Yeah, this was when I was like I was trying out new like mapping styles, so I had like the cities and like in another video I had like the inside of it like empty, so like you saw red or whatever. That kind of, but better. And that's a different video or map that I'll upload at some point. What the heck am I doing? What am I? Did I do a number? Hold on, I get lost sometimes. I don't really do this while I talk. Okay, yeah, it's at 10. See, I have to put down like the date before I do anything else, so I'm gonna get lost. Like, hey, what date is this again? So yeah, this war, the South African War, is all about stopping the Boer Republic from getting nuclear weapons. And they were developing them. So like now South Africa is developing nuclear weapons because they were developing them, and then South Africa declared war. So, okay, hold on, that was a bit confusing. So the Boer Republic was developing nuclear weapons to defend themselves as a deterrent, even though that was previously agreed between both the Boer Republic and South Africa to not happen again, because both of them had nuclear weapons before, but like in September or whatever of 2019, South Africa and Natal discovered that they were developing nuclear weapons, and so like South Africa declared war on the Boer Republic to stop them. So now they're both developing nuclear weapons at the same time, which is, of course, a bad thing. And one of them is gonna get nuked. There you go, that's a spoiler alert for you. A Vinland video? Isn't that's like, Scandinavian, like, America or whatever, isn't it? Like when Norwegian Vikings or whatever came to North America. In Newfoundland. Newfoundland. It's like just one word, even though. Like 3 words. How I should do that. And oh, why do you? Because the US like split up. Because honestly, I felt I wanted them to, and so like there were obviously parts of the timeline that are completely not really accurate, like Canada being a global superpower, or America breaking up, or states of Washington, Oregon deciding to secede from California to then join the British Commonwealth and have the Queen as their monarch. That's not. I just wanted that to happen, so I try to make it realistic in these unrealistic scenarios. But I do think that I try my best, and it's not overly unrealistic. It's not like Canada has all of America. But, you know, there are some points that I do agree aren't the most accurate. No, Mexico's not really a superpower. They're like the Mexico. They're like a secondary power. Well, they're definitely more influential. See, look, they're right there. So they got like western New Mexico, like west of the Rio Grande, and then they got like the Gadsden territory back. That's like that's when America. Look, it's collapsed America, and look, there's Nebraska. Nebraska's there, and the Prairie Union. Like, that's like I named this. This is the Federated States of Dixie. Oh no, it's the Dixie Confederacy. So, because like the Federated States collapsed, they retreated to like DC and the Delmarva Peninsula. So like, yeah, it's Dixie. They don't claim to be America. They just claim to be Dixie. So like Louisiana and Florida seceded from them during the Third American Civil War. Who's winning? It's about the Tall, Nebraska. Who's I don't know. Because someone's the president of that. Wait, hold on, that was a question. Who's winning? No, then never mind. That was a track. Oh, hey, Canton. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was mapping stuff. So the timeline, yeah, the EVW isn't the most realistic timeline ever, but no, it was all for fun. No, I'm surprised. It starts out like as many timelines are. Like, oh my god, what if Germany won World War One? Like, I feel like they did good. I feel like it's realistic to a point. Well, obviously not the most realistic thing ever. Because it's obviously heavily inspired by Kaiserreich, because like, come on, that's an amazing mod to an amazing video game that I don't play anymore. But nonetheless, yeah, that's like, of course, that's where I got my inspiration from. And this video, I don't know when this will be released, but you know, at some point, like, I have a lot of projects that I work on a long time, and then, well, like for a time, then I get bored of it, and then I move on to another one, and then that just continues on and on. Like, this was one of them, but like, it's an interesting one. I just like the map style of it, you know? got like the cities, and then you got like the country name. But yeah. Canonically, my thinking is whether America reunites, it's like there's gonna be a third world war, because like you just have to have one of those. That just sounds pessimist. You just have to have a third world war. But that's like in the 2030s, and like canonically, that's when America might reunite. That's a while now, but and I still gotta kind of work on that. Cause like I was canonically speaking of that, I was trying to make a Hoi 4 mod. Then I'm not good at modding at all, and my computer's not that good, and so I kind of gave up on it. But yeah, I planned it to be like in the modern world, like Red World, because like the main reason I split America up into like these sections or like these independent states was because, oh wow, Red World did it, so I want to do that too. Honestly, that's like one of the main reasons I did that, because like I don't want to think that I copied Red World or Kaiser. Bless him, because he passed away sadly. But I just wanted to think that, well, that's an interesting idea. I want to implement it in my own. And I did. I didn't copy the exact borders. I made different countries up. Did a different. It's a totally different history based on another different alternate history. But yep, I do think that canonically, America might reunite. But like, because Dixie, the Confederacy of Dixie, like a pretty bad name. But I know there's gonna be a third world war. Just be aware of that. Does anyone else have any questions? Because I feel like this is actually a pretty good stream compared to my other streams, which were, yeah, like they were dead chats. I just got this music video on replay. Wait, I haven't even gone through like 10 days yet. My goodness, it's going pretty slow. And then they hold the line there. They go there and then pushed back a little. No, wait, no. Pushed back there. Kinda flank them or cut them off. Because at first, I can show one. Like early in the war. Yeah, that's a good one. The Boers pushed all the way to the coast to cut off Natal from South Africa, even though of course they could get like ports or whatever, but that's still a major what's it called? Supply route cut off. Oh, it's like, but yeah, still, so it's pretty difficult. And then they cut them off, and of course they're pushed back at some point. They of course do like a Schlieffen plan and invade neutral Lesotho and Eswatini, cut them off. But like the international community responds to stop the Boer Republic. Because like Zimbabwe is still like a British Commonwealth, because I wanted them to be so. Ooh. Oh, DC is controlled since there was a third American Civil War, and so like the Federated States, which was the successor government to the United States, excuse me, which collapsed in like 2006, they were treated to DC, And so like yeah, that they're just there because the Dixie rebels couldn't cross the Potomac or whatever. The Federates held them off, and so like yeah, they're just like a micro nation, like between the Federacy or the Confederacy of Dixie and Canada, or till because America is gonna be, or at least this part of America is about to become independent, but I'll show that later. Is it? Yeah, I think it's this. Wait, did I change? No, I gotta change the date. I always gotta do that first because I usually forget to do it. I gotta do that first. No, wrong number. Is that right? Okay, yeah, that is right. Wait, hold on. What happened on the 20? Nothing really happened. Hold on, I can check the timeline. I don't think anything relevant happened on that day. That was just the last day I was working on this map. Oh, the second, third. Well, the second one was like in Kaiserreich, it was in the 30s. So if you were alive in the 1930s, then then you survived, obviously. But if you weren't, then you're fine. Nothing really happened on 12th of June. Nope. Hold on, mitigate attendance. Okay, I'll go to at least the 4th of July because that's when like Pennsylvania, Ohio, and like all these states, the states south of New York, gain independence from Canada, because Canada occupied and like incorporated these states during the collapse of the United States. So like it's a bit chaotic for them at the moment. So like that, they want independence, and then Trump's gonna be the president. Then Joe Biden's gonna lose to him in the election in November. Oh, there you go. So that's some alternate history for you. So, do you all have any other questions? How long has this been going? Oh, it's like almost 30 minutes. Alright. I think I'm getting better. I like talking. Because I'm a shy person, so I don't really do this a lot. But I do think I'm slightly getting better at it. But slightly. I'm not a master streamer. Or professional streamer, I should say. Master streamer. We're gonna fight for that highway or whatever. Like, Botswana is gonna be the first to fall. Or at least formally surrender. He's gonna leave room for the Boers to like focus on other fronts. Actually, I gotta do like one. Because I usually do these as I just go along. It's just because I don't really have a set frontline plan in mind. What do you mean blue is too shy, Mr. Angry Joey? It's like they're gonna start a counteroffensive on, the 20th of June, because I say so. To alleviate Botswana. Because, spoiler alert again, it's gonna end with the Boers surrendering and like the military overthrowing the president, because he's the one who really started this in the first place, because he wanted to make nuclear weapons, even though that was in disagreement of the agreement that was made previously, the past administration, or like a couple administrations ago. It's called the Good Friday Agreement, which is, yes, it's like the Irish agreement or whatever, but I made it for South Africa. And it was signed by Nelson Mandela and like whoever was president of South Africa. I mean the Boer Republic during that time in like the early 2000s, I think. I have the presidents of both of these countries. I have the presidents, or like the leaders of South Africa, Natal, Republic Zimbabwe, Namibia, and Southwest Africa all planned out, like a document, a while ago. So like, yeah, I just don't know the name off the top of my head. Okay, this is where they go. And they just push. Because they're gonna push all the way to Pretoria, and they're gonna push. I don't know. I just know that they're gonna be. The Boers are gonna be pushed back to this area, and like of course there's gonna be like some pockets as they were like here in Southwest Africa, but mostly the country's gonna be under siege or whatever. Because like this is why they were developing nuclear weapons, because they knew they were going to be attacked on every single side. So they wanted a deterrent, but then they were discovered, and so like now they're being invaded and they don't have nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons. Any other questions? Cause like I'm happy to answer them. Like, how was your day? Oh, my day was good. You have a joke? No, I'm not funny. That's an idea, Angry Joey. Canada, given I know my lore or country making skills aren't amazing, but given that I made this timeline, I feel like they're good. But for Canada, since they're like they were like the only global superpower left, because Russia, the Soviet Union, is gone, so like they're the ones left standing. But they're Canada. They're still Canada. They are still a winter wasteland or whatever, and so the populations are still in this area. But now that they have New England, there's still more, and this like everything south of New York is gonna gain independence next month. But they're still a superpower. They're like the only superpower left. Because, you know, they're Canada, and I wanted them to be. And they have like, even without like everything south of all these states south of New York, they still have like 100 million population, honestly, because they have a lot. Look what happened here. They had New England. Canada, America was isolationist for a while, and they have farmland here. Like they have the British exiles when the Bellicanists took over Great Britain, and then you have the French people who didn't want to go to Africa, so they went to Quebec instead. So like their population's like 100 million, roughly, I would say. Like at least above 100 million, even without all the states south of New York. I didn't edit anything. Not that long. This music's kind of growing on me. Oh, Elon. It's called the country Illinois is in, with Missouri, Indiana, and Kentucky, is called the Midwestern Union. And I hope you're a Hillary Clinton fan, because Hillary Rodham, who divorced Bill Clinton in like the 90s after like an affair, is president now. She's president. Hillary Rodham is president of the Midwestern Union after she was president. She was president of the United States in like between 2001 and 2005, like when it was actually united. She was the last president, like the second to last president before Ron Paul, to be president of the United States before it collapsed. And so now she's president of the Midwestern Union because, you know, her. Funny. No, like a sexual affair, because like, you know, Bill Clinton, he had an affair. He was before. So Madeleine Albright, who was president of the United States between 1989 and 1997. She was president, even though she was born in like Austria-Hungary or Czechoslovakia or whatever. In our timeline, her parents moved to the United States to like Philadelphia when like Austria-Hungary was collapsing. So like, yeah, she's American. I made her American, like a natural born American. So like, she's president, and her vice president is Bill Clinton, because she wanted to appeal, I guess, to like the Southern voters, because he's the governor of Arkansas. So while he's vice president, he has an affair, like a sexual affair with, like, I don't know, it's not just like someone, because like he's Bill Clinton, and just like, yeah, someone. So like, oh my gosh, like what? Like Hillary then just divorces him. Like, yeah, that's it. And she changes the name to Hillary Rodham. or changes her name back to Hillary Rodham because I think that's like her maiden name.
What we do here is go back.
Yeah, I don't think I have a in-depth, somewhat timeline. No, I support I'm more of a two-state guy when it comes to Israel and Palestine because it's complicated. Because you got religion mixed into it. You got like the holy site for the three main, so for one of the three major religions, the three Abrahamic religions of Jerusalem, and that's not even talking about the entire area that is Israel and Palestine. And so like, who really does have a true claim to it? Because like the Israelis have a history, an ancient history to it, but then like the Palestinians were living there, so like we can't just really kick them out just because the Israelis lived there like, in ancient times. You can't really do that. So, but I don't know. I'm not part of the peace negotiations, even if there are one. So that's why I'm not like ambassador to Israel or whatever. I do think that if the Palestinians want their own country, then they should have one. That's my thinking. Stop them. We should recognize them. The only reason they're fighting and it's like, or they're being accused of being like terrorists or whatever, is because they're fighting for their own country. It's like, yeah, we did that. America did that. Like, of course they can. And like, the British came there and like, hey, Israel, you want? I'm all for like Israel having a land for themselves, given their history. Like, they shouldn't just like put settlements or do those illegal settlements or whatever. Oh, all my future political opponents are gonna have a deal out of me talking about this. Oh, and especially not just that. I'm talking about a nuclear war. They're definitely gonna talk about that. Because Israel exists in this timeline. They're a kingdom. Honestly, they have a king. It's Herzl. It's Theodore Herzl, like the founder of Jewish Zionism, I think. That's what I read. He was. I think that's him. So like, they made his son or grandson, like when Israel became independent, after the Jewish revolt of like 1947, during the first Suez War, when Egypt took control of the canal, because it was at the time controlled jointly between the French and the British, and so like Egypt said, no, that's ours now, and so like Britain and France supported Jewish rebels because Egypt had like control of Palestine after like the Second World War, because they defeated shortly before the Second World War, because they had like a second Arab revolt. Okay, I'm getting in depth, but that's besides the point. So like, Israel exists. There you go. Thanks for the warning, Mohammed. I don't know. No, it's Vice President Clinton, because he was never president. He ran for president. He was the Democratic candidate in 1996 against Bob Dole, but then Bob Dole won because the scandal about Clinton's affair came out, and like the public wasn't really happy about that, especially his wife. That's why she divorced him and changed her name back to Wadham. I hope to do like these like streams every Friday. I don't know. I might alternate between Minecraft and this. Well, I might not because like, I have a lot of maps that I don't that I haven't been working on, and I could just work on randomly. That could be my excuse. It could be I could do an hour of this every Friday, and it's like, wow, oh my gosh, he's mapping. He's so cool. And then that may be a bit hyperbolic. Oh, yeah, no. Cancel what I want to do. I want them to. Yeah. Because they're still going to be pushing into Botswana. Their goal, like, the Boer Republic's goal right now is to kick Botswana out of the war because they were the least prepared. But they knew that they had to take the Boers out because if they didn't now, they would never. But so, yeah, they're not prepared as the other countries that surround the Boers. Yeah, any other questions or comments that you guys wanna say? I can't with hold on, I'm gonna change this music after I do this one, but because I just can't. It's good for a while, but you know, you could if you listen to the same song forever and ever, you're gonna get bored of it. It's gonna be background noise. Did I not? No, I think I did. I hope I did not. I think I did. Da 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 da. Okay. Oh wait, oh, don't forget about them. There you go. But this is a broad international coalition just to stop the Boers. How is Mexican? At Mexico play Mongolian throat singing? Okay, I'll do that. Mexico, they had a civil war. I was actually gonna like make a map. Not necessarily a video of it, but I have like an alternate history timeline page thing. Am I really? Is it even good? Well, I don't be so judgy me. And I'm listening to it right now. Well, they're playing like an instrument first. So yeah, like Mexico. Yeah, they're not good. They're okay. They're fine. They're being Mexico. That's not bad. I don't get copyright. I'm not even getting. I don't even want to monetize this, but that sounded interesting. What am I gonna listen to now? Hold on. Um. Before this stream ends, I'll show you guys a thing I was hoping. Oh, that's it. Oh, interesting video. Oh, I'll look at that. I'll look at that later. Oh, I'm looking at videos. Hold on, sorry. I'm reacting to something you guys can't see. That's the wrong one. Oh, don't play an ad. I don't have time for you.
Want a lawn that looks like this, but your lawn looks a little bit more like this.
Sorry, they can't even see the lawn.
Right here and check.
Thank you. Don't click that. Oh. Turn that down. I don't want to be too loud. Why is Blue? You're not explaining why Blue is shy. What did he mean by Blue is shy? Put a name. Oh. I want to finish. I want to get to July 4th before I end this. Okay, they're stopped. Pushed back there. They capture that. I don't even know if that's a city or not, but that's a good. I think it is. It's a dot nonetheless. Bethel. Oh yeah, they have Bethlehem in South Africa. And they can name their cities however they want. Or the Boer Republic, I should say. How many days are in June? I never, only a few months I remember the actual, how many days are in each. I know my bitrate is slow. And that means... Okay, no. Da-da-da. I'm just gonna speed run it to July 4th. Did I forget? Oh no, I added that. Do you guys have any other questions or comments? Because like I can still talk to y'all. I would like that. Help your curiosity or whatever with the timeline or any other things. I don't know. Why did you show a box? A blue box? Is Obama's alive? Oh, he's like he's Prime Minister of Hawaii. Or he is, or at least was, the Prime Minister of Hawaii. I don't know if he still is, but yeah, he is at some point the Prime Minister of Hawaii. I have played that. I've played it on like the phone, and for me, like at least the first one, because like I don't like scary stuff, but I played it, and like my thinking is, why on earth, when the power turns off, like why does the door go back up? Because wouldn't the power be keeping the door up? So wouldn't it just close rather than going back up? Because I'm sure there's, I don't know. And like, why couldn't I turn the little tiny fan off to preserve power? Like, those pet peeves of me trying to rationalize a bunch of mechanical animals coming to life and killing people. Yeah. they come, they make a comeback. Down. Oh, well, okay, it's like just. Thank you, Canton. Thank you for agreeing with me. It's almost an hour. I gotta. I'll finish until I get to July 4th because I gotta edit. Because that's when this area of America becomes independent from Canada. How many days are in June? Is that 30 days? I think so. Yeah, the 30 days. Okay. You guys like the Middle Eastern music? Totally works with South Africa. The music that's playing is on Oli Bai's video. Like I sometimes like a while ago I listened to this while I was making mapping because I usually do when I listen to the music on other mapping videos because it's soothing. That's why they put it on mapping videos. You don't want something too epic or whatever. Right? It's gonna take you out of paying attention. Whatever. I don't know. You just know it. You just know a mapping video when you hear it. I guess. The Democratic Republic of China? What? According to the lore logic, as well as the Night Guards are technically committing the obstruction of justice. What? I don't. You guys are making Canton and Angry Joe. You guys are making. What do you mean? According. I don't know. Yes, of that. Yeah, I agree with that. Chinchis? The Democratic Republic of Chinchis? Chin. I don't know. Oh, I gotta change the month now. We're in July. See, like we did a month. We did a month during this entire stream. You guys stick around. I'll show you guys like a sneak peek on something or whatever. But I'm almost there. Do you even have a map of that? Oh, I don't. I gotta get another map. So okay. Guys, we're almost to Independence Day. That's when I gotta like change the map. See, I've made new lore, so like Northern Ireland should be like independent. But I don't have time to change it. I'm not gonna go back all the way there. Oh, wrong one. Wait, there's a. Okay. It's like, is Chin a place in FNAF? I'm trying to find a new video. There you go. Now this one's the British Isles video. Right. Don't know. I wasn't using the fill tool. Bow, 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 bow. Honestly, mapping isn't that hard. It's like you just put colors on a map. Just like how you map it, like how realistic is it? That's the real thing that's judged. Like how good does it look? Okay, tomorrow, guys, tomorrow's gonna be the Independence Day. Then I'll stop there because then I'll show you guys something, but again, do you guys have any other questions? Other questions? Oh, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff just popped up to me. I'm late. Snake! Snake, you're fine. Oh, the music. It's this video. It's from Olibuy. So it's not... No, not that. No, I gotta look for a new one now. This is a lot of good mapping videos, good background music. There you go. Yeah, it does. It does really take a long time. It's not. It's more of a. It's not really a TNO reference, but just a me reference. Why did I do this? Why did I make wars? I don't know. I think it came from the R for Country timeline that's on like the history alternatehistory.com website. I should actually hold on. I should guys send you all a link to that. So, because like if you guys want to know more about the timeline, there's some stuff there that I put on for my own timeline. I think it's quite nice. I know that's enough expansion for that. Now I gotta make. Hold on, I gotta put a map of America. I don't know which map I used because it didn't. Is that it? No, it's a totally different. What map did I use for that? Oh goodness. Is it on here? I honestly don't know. I don't know. I gotta use some map. It's not the right. I don't know which map I use. Huh. I didn't expect myself to update it. That one? Which map did I use? Because I didn't save it for some reason. Which is odd. I usually would, but I don't know, I made this a long time. Was that it? This is, I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. Maybe. And, I think this is it. Okay, yep, it's right. Okay. Oof. I just gotta do the outline of it. Yeah, this is the right map, I think. I hope so, because if it's not, then I don't know what to do. Okay, it is. Okay, it is. Gotta make it the right size. It's actually quite difficult. A little bit bigger. That's good enough. Because look, America's getting her independence again. From Canada this time. No, not that. That looks, why does that look weird? Yeah, that's just gonna look weird, okay, I don't care. I don't have time to do it. But there you go, America's independent now. See, now this one, this is the American Union, which is different from the Federated States and or the Midwestern Union or the Great Lakes Union or the Prairie Union or the Dixie Confederacy, because they claim to be the rightful America because they're like democracy and they're not Dixie and they're not just like DC. So, you know. Just a little, hold on, I'll do a little nibble. There you go. You get Piet Retief, whatever, I don't know how to pronounce that, I don't know Afrikaans. Whatever the boys speak. Okay, yeah, then that'll be it. Well, at least this map, but I want to show you guys something, so don't go away. I gotta check the chat, because... Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, mapping is... Yeah, like, originally Canada, I was gonna have Canada collapse after, but like, I don't want them to at this time. But America's balkanized because they like collapsed because of the economy failed and like they didn't like Juan Paul being president. Like that's it, and like I need it's not realistic, like completely realistic, but I just wanted them to just collapse because I just wanted them to. Yeah, I don't think I'll be um streaming tomorrow, but thanks for showing up, Mr. Snake History. And this is gonna end soon, but don't leave. I wanna show you guys the thing. Yeah, but like Texas has its own stride, and like the Mormons weren't happy. Texas wasn't happy. And like, no, it's not. It doesn't. I know it's not the best history of it, but you know, I can do what I want because I saw, oh wow, a red world, like the Hoi format. Oh, they have cloud. I want that too, and so I did it. This doesn't really have to relate to, but I finished this like a year ago. The thing I'm gonna show you right now, if I can find it. And it's like, where is it? Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, I turned the music off. History of the ancient. Where the heck is it? Where did I put it? Where's the history here? Oh, it's been there the entire time. I don't know. I'm not good. I can't really um yeah, like ideology. I can't really do it. I was trying to work on like the independence war of Latin America is like when Spain left. I'm kind of working on that, but I haven't worked on it in a while. But what I wanted to show you all, I gotta like share my entire screen right at this point. There you go. That just looks weird now, but bear with me. Is my history of the ancient. Oh yeah, I wanted to share. I got a lot of things I wanted to share, honestly. Right, hold on. Is my alternate history.com thread. I don't know if you guys go on that, but like it has a lot of good alternate history stuff. And I made my own thread, like that has like more information about my alternate history. If you can load, there it is. There you go, and that's it. It's the capital of the Midwestern Union is St. Louis, I would think. Oh, and I'm showing you the history, my video on the history of the ancient Mediterranean. I finished it like a year ago, but like the video, like when I video edit it, it's like really blurry. And the usual thing that I would use to edit it on is Windows Movie Maker, but like it's not on my computer. I usually put my finished maps on a thumb drive on my computer, then to the laptop that has Windows Movie Maker, but I don't have my laptop because it's in storage because I didn't think I would I didn't think I would be gone for that long, and so it's been in there for a year, and that's why I don't. I feel like that's the main reason my videos have been extra blurry for some reason this past. Like it'll be because I don't want to pay for stuff, honestly. That's why I've been using all that. That's why I have an employee like that. If I can show up, if it loads. Oh, why did I say that? And by the way, no, but the Bavarians and the Austrians are the same as the Germans, and as well as the Baden-Württembergans or the Saxons, and they're like all independent. But that just has to do with like the post Second World War division of Germany. Oh, why is the no? This isn't. This is not really the Bellic. That's the what you see in the South of America, in the United States of America, is the Confederacy of Dixie, or the Dixie Confederacy, which is like they don't want to be like claimant to all of America. So like now they're just we just want to be Dixie, we're the South. And so like yeah. And that's what they did after this Third American Civil War. And yeah, the Monroe Doctrine is like saying, hey, Europe, we America are like Hawaii water are like protectors of the Americas, and like that's our zone of influence. And if you come here, we won't disturb you in your colonies, but we'll be fine. Yeah, sure. I think I'll do this like every Friday, but oh, I should hold on. If you can wait one more second, like I'll show you what I've been delaying. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. I hope you see that. You see that? You see it? Okay, you see that. So yeah, this is what I worked on long, like last year. I finished last year, but like the video, like yeah, it's history of the ancient Mediterranean. It goes up to like 1 BCE, and then like goes every year from like 750 BCE. See, that's why I asked, hey, do you guys prefer BCE or CE or BC? Like in a poll a long time ago. Like, yeah, there it is. I'll skip forward in time. I can, if this doesn't take 5 years. Thank you. It's like, see, now you can see all my stuff. Now you can't see anything there, now you can only see that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I kind of want to show you, but yeah, that's it. Well, thank you. Like, I hope all of you have a nice day and have a nice weekend and all that. Farewell. You have no idea what to make? Like, for like a video idea, like a mapping video? Hold on. Oh, no, you redacted your message. I just read it out loud, but so you're a bit too late now. Yeah, I'm gonna okay before I make this too long. But okay, bye everyone. I'm gonna depart now. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend and all that. See ya next Friday around this time maybe. I don't know. Just on Friday I'll live stream again. Farewell. And there you go. Bye.